Peace, y'all. Peace. Campaign show live, late live, CP time live, Monday, February 17th, 2025, Monday motivation. Just tapping in. It's just a live tap in. We'll get right to the guest link. I don't have really ain't inspired to have a particular topic. So we just gonna go straight to the StreamYard links and see how it go. Nate the Greatest, number one in the chat. Wrench Mob God Squad. Nate the Greatest. Peace and blessings. Let's see what's going on in these IG streets right quick. I see Ye back at it. Yeah, Kanye is back at it. Salute to Ye. Just was talking the game on my IG. Shouts out the game. And I seen Kanye shouting him out, saying he was in the studio or working on a verse or something. But yeah, Ye going all the way. Ham lamb. Out West Tactical Arms. Salute. Out West Tactical Arms. BL Senior. Ahmad Jabril. Masson Fluker. Masson. Salute. Tevis. Gavin. Walaikum Salam. Top Soldier. Same day parlay. Peace, God. All my lords and saviors in the building. I don't have no topic. So we just gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about, whatever comes to our mind, current events, headlines, social media headlines, or stuff that's on our news feed coming across our desks. Man, like I said, my number one thing on my radar is Ye. Back at it, back on them small caps, boy. He be on them. I be trying to lure people to hop on live with me, but they just ain't with it. They just don't want to. They don't want to have no live conversations with me. Ask somebody in my comments. I don't know, man. I don't even know. Big Harv. Respect. What's up with it? Big Harv KM. Man, we here. I don't have no topic, just a Monday night tap in. We just tapping in, checking the temperature, showing up instead of 304 up, just showing up. Showing up without a topic. We don't even need a topic. Ye got them $5 pies on deck. Yeah, he down show do. He got them on the run. Big Adrian X. Wrench Mob God Squad. Wrench Mob Gods are the craziest. Yeah, we outnumbering the ops, huh? But yeah, give me a topic, man. What did y'all see on y'all headlines? Y'all see some? Well, we saw the Delta Airlines. Like I think 85 planes have crashed in the U.S. this year alone. I ain't know that. I didn't know that the number was that big. So I guess Trump, when saying this because of DEI and DEI hires unqualified people. But another plane crashed today upside down. Delta Airlines. I guess it was going to Toronto or something. I don't know. Yeah, man. What else? What else, man? What's on y'all radar? Give me some news. Give me some news and some views. Some news and some views. Divine Judger. I'm waiting for y'all, man. I'm getting on whatever topic y'all want to get on. Oh, it's I said that earlier. It's like my 32nd anniversary for my first single, my first solo single, Peace Treaty. 32nd anniversary, 32 years ago today or yesterday. That I guess I could put that on here. That came out. So salute, Peace Treaty. I think, yeah, that's the one I can play without no sound. Damn, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Happy 32, happy 32nd anniversary for the release of this record. Damn, 30 years, 32 years ago. That's a whole adult human lifetime, man. 32, so that means what? I'm 55. Wow. Wow. Niji from 619 from Dago. Salute. Oh, Big Bark. Salute, Bark. I see you. Knowledge. Assalamu alaikum, Kim. Are you familiar with Judges chapter 12? Or no, I don't. You would have to say it. I don't know scriptures and all that necessarily like that. You just have to type it in or say it. Doge or the Elon thing, Doge 12 by Elon ruling over Israel. Brother Willie Muhammad was talking about it. Man, we'll see, man. Break it on down. Yeah, I haven't heard about that one. King Z, salute. Marcus, salute. Let me see if I can get this look at the StreamYard link if y'all want to hop on any subject, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to hear from y'all. Y'all be hearing me run my mouth. You know, I love to hear more about, you know, like you said, Judges 12, verse 12, Elon ruling over Israel. Same day parlay. FBAs don't like tethers in our spaces. FBAs don't like tethers in our spaces. FBAs don't recruit either you FBA or not. I'm not sure what you talking to somebody else, so I'm not sure what that's all about. What platform did you and Solo perform this on? What platform did you and Solo perform this on? I don't understand what you mean platform. I don't understand that. Where did we do the video at? I'm not understanding that, Adrian. But yeah, this is what was this? 1992. Yeah, 1992. This was New Year's at El Dorado Park is where we shot it at. Like that's El Dorado Park. I think New Year's Day, 1992 or 1990. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever that day that was, like I said, that's 30 something years ago. That's crazy. That I'm glad I don't look that much older, but dang. Years at El Dorado Park where we shot it. Like that's El Dorado Park. Bart. New Year's Day.
Yeah.
The volume down in the back.
Yeah, I'm over here cooking and stuff, and
You say you in the kitchen?
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's what's up.
Just got my daughter in the bath and trying to get her in the bed, and
man,
trying to finish up this little meal for tomorrow.
Yeah, that real fatherhood, that real manhood, superhero, unsung hero business, huh?
Oh yeah, you know. So, it's hot up in here.
You got an echo. You ain't got the volume on another device in there, do you?
Hold on a second. So just look at the phone, right?
Yeah, you got to turn one of them off because it's gonna be a long delay if you don't.
Okay, I got it. You hear me better?
Yeah. You right on time. What's on your mind this evening, bro? I ain't got no topic. I'm just hollering at y'all, man. What you want to talk about?
Oh, you know, just one thing I've been trying to get out is you know, a lot of people have been worried about this this Doge you know, thing going on. People are in panic, but they're not realizing that it's to our benefit. All the stuff that Trump is doing is, if you're not paying attention and really knowing about the inner secrets, then you're going to be stressed out right now. And what he's doing is really going to benefit us in the long run. So I saw, you know, that's pretty much where I'm trying to get at. Everybody needs to get out of that old indoctrinated teaching how he was with the government and all that, because we all want the government to be limited. We want the government to be more like, we know it's corrupt. Just from our community, we know it's always been against us. But I think like in the beginning, I said this a long time ago, Trump is the only one that I feel that is actually trying to give us our indigenous status, where we can actually stop claiming this African American stuff and get back to our American Indian roots. That's pretty much what's really going on. That's why those so-called Native Americans are getting deported, because all those are foreigners. We're the only people that's indigenous here, and we need to start understanding that and looking into it, doing your own genealogy, and you can see clearly that we're not from Africa. You're not going to see no African roots and none of that. So it's just a very few, maybe 2%, you know, and that's just because of the later, you know, people mixing and stuff like that.
So you said we're not from Africa?
No.
Where are we from?
We're from here. We're original. We're Aboriginal, Indigenous. You know what I'm saying?
Who is from Africa?
Africans are from Africa, and white people come from Africa.
Why would you say that Africans are from Africa? Ain't they from everywhere if they indigenous?
No, they're indigenous to their land. Yeah, and some of us came from. Some of them came from.
How can you tell the difference between the black people in Africa from Africa and the black people from here? How can you tell the difference?
The easiest way is to talk to an African, and he'll tell you. But everybody knows. I said,
say that one more time. Your Wi-Fi messed up. Say that again.
Okay, the easiest way to tell is basically if you was to ask an African, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? And then,
no, that's not good enough. We got to be more scientific than that. So if you saying, how can you tell if a person from Africa don't know their history and you don't know your history? Like, where did you even get the idea that we from here and not from Africa? Who told you that?
My own family, my genealogy shows it. The one thing they do is with that genealogy stuff, that stuff is all fake. They done came out and admitted to all that.
No, I understand. I'm saying, who told you? Who told you that story?
Oh, my own research and learning, and the common. See, this is kind of it's still new information, so it's like people are not really understanding. That's why I'm, you know, just trying to spread the message. You do your genealogy, and you know, you check your own genealogy.
How you gonna do your genealogy if you say you don't that you don't trust that? Like, how you do your own genealogy?
No. See, there's certain things that you can trust somewhat because it's common sense. Like, you think outside of the box. You got to be investigative on your own. Your family, you know, everybody's grandmother done told you got Indian in your blood. That's the biggest joke on us, is that we got Indian in our blood when we're actually the Indian. See, everybody that came here conspired against us.
Okay, let me back you up on that. So if we Indian, Indian means India.
No, it doesn't.
So
that's What
is the word?
Now, you know the old story, right? You know the old story that we've been taught, right? The old story is that Christopher Columbus, when he came here, he thought he had ran into India. Christopher Columbus, they never came here.
Okay, so
and India wasn't named India back then.
So this is India. We living in India. America is India.
This is the original India. Yes.
This is only India.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's ancient maps that actually has it. Yeah, there's ancient maps.
So what is that? What is that big continent over there that's called
India?
At
those times, I guess I'm getting a bad signal then, or what? But those back then when they said a story about Christopher Columbus or whatever discovered America and he thought he was in India, that's all BS, because India wasn't even named India back then. It was like Hindustan or something like that.
You just said this was India.
This is India. Yes.
This is what Christopher Columbus called.
But what I'm getting at is the India of today is new. That's what I'm saying.
How's the India of today new? If Christopher Columbus thought that this was India, so he called the people that was here Indians, but you said he was right.
Well, that makes sense right there, right? That makes sense, right? But what I'm saying is the new India. People thinking,
bro.
When you say you're Indian, people are saying that they're thinking that you're talking about India, the country of today.
Where else did the word India come from?
I'm not sure. I just know I just seen ancient maps with it on there already. We had numerous names over here because this is ancient America, the oldest land. This is the actual motherland.
So is this India? Is it America? Is it Egypt? What is it?
It's had a bunch of names. It's America. It's Tamari. It's Turtle Island. It's a lot of different multiple names that's been given to this landmass.
So what's the names of all them other land masses? What's those people?
I don't know. They don't call themselves that. Africans don't call themselves Africans.
We're not talking about what Africans call themselves. I'm talking about if you got this secret knowledge that none of us knew, then it ain't about what.
Yeah, it's not secret. It's just new that we're the information is getting out now. You know.
Okay, where did you get the information from? Who taught you?
Multiple sources.
Name a source. Give me one source.
You can look it up online right now. You can just pull it up.
Come on, bro. I'm asking you. You give me a source. You the one speaking on it. Give me a source.
I'm a source. I did my own genealogy back to the 1700s, and it has nothing to do about no damn Africa. So what human beings did you source? Which human beings did you research? Which information did you research? My own family.
And what's your own family? Like, give me your own family. Give us the receipts. Give us the detail.
We're from here. You know what I'm saying?
That's just you. That's just you talking. Like, can you put some links and some details in the chat?
Well, okay. When you do your genealogy, you're gonna go back, and there's gonna be multiple changes in your racial classification. We've been reclassified multiple times. You know, we've been reclassified from Indian and mulatto to colored, black, Negro, and African American. All those. It's all to make us lose focus on and forget where we're from. And this is where we're from. Now you go talk to your own grandma right now, and I dare you to ask her.
My grandmother.
Any of your elders, I dare you to ask them, do you have Indian in you? Or you?
That's not what we're not talking about. That we're not talking about what we got in us. We talking about where our majority the thing is,
the reason why they say that, the reason why they say we have Indian in our blood is because they try to make us. They made it taboo by killing our ancestors for claiming the Indian status after they made it illegal. They try to make it illegal like the late 1800s, I guess, but officially I think 1924. That was that dude Walter Plecker from Virginia, and that's where he worked for that vital statistics BS, and they're the ones that reclassified us officially at that point to black or Negro.
How old are you, Big Bark? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 47.
47.
Yeah. My grandparents told me we was Indian.
I mean, can your grandparents be wrong?
No, they can't be wrong because they know.
They can't be wrong.
We're the only people that know that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Do your grandparents believe in God?
Definitely.
What God did your Indian grandparents believe in? What was the name of that God?
I'm not even sure. No, I'm not even sure.
That's pretty important. That's pretty important information, ain't it?
There definitely wasn't Muslim. I'll tell you that.
You said it definitely wasn't Muslim?
No.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. I just wanted to know what it was. I didn't say what it wasn't. Why did you pick out Muslim?
Because different, you know how y'all got a different type of culture, like with Muslims. I know.
Well, I'm just saying, why did you just pick that out? Why did you just pick on Muslim?
Because I know you Muslim, and I know
right,
how.
Right.
So
what does Muslim mean? What does Muslim mean?
Y'all got a different.
What does it mean? What does the word mean?
Which word?
Bruh, are you listening to me? The word we talking about, Muslim. What does the word Muslim mean?
I don't even know.
So how do you know how do you know you're not one?
No, the thing is, what I'm saying is that
what does the word mean?
We don't practice.
How do you know? How do you know what you practice? What does the word Muslim mean? What is the word? Just Just tell
I
me.
don't make up stuff. I don't make up stuff. I don't know
You
something.
making
I don't
it up
know.
right now. You making it
I
up
don't
right
know.
now.
I don't
What
know
does the
what it
word?
is.
What does the word mean? That's the word you said that you not one. You're not a Muslim. So what is a
Yeah.
Muslim?
Well, to me, it's like what you guys.
Not to me. What? Okay, to you, what are we?
What your religion is?
What is my religion?
And
What
how
do
you
we
got
believe?
I know you.
What
I
do
know
we
you're
believe?
Muslim.
What do we believe?
You know. I don't know the ideology of Muslims.
Oh, brother. So did that sound intelligent for you to get on the public and say you not something and you don't even know what it is?
Yeah, I know.
That's intelligent.
I know that much.
You know what?
I know. I'm not Muslim. I know that.
Oh,
I know
okay.
my family's not. So yeah. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not putting nobody down or nothing like that.
No, you're putting yourself down because you're speaking with ignorance. You speaking without knowledge. You're putting yourself down.
Teach me then. That's what I'm
I
asking.
can't teach you because you already know. You claim you already know.
You said how do I know if I'm Muslim or not?
Yeah. You said you not. You said you know you're not.
What is a Muslim then?
No. You said you know you're not. So you tell me what a Muslim is.
Nah, you tell me. You asked me. I told you I don't know what the
word. Then you're not
mean.
qualified, Big Bark. You barking up the wrong tree. Why would you do that, bro? You know, I got love for you. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Do what?
Get on here and speak without knowledge.
No, I'm just saying. Basically, like that's what I was saying. Like you asked me what God like. I don't have an answer for you.
Then you don't have an answer to be able to prove that we was Indians or none of that other stuff.
Nah, it's the information is out there. That's not a debate.
How is if you from India or this is India, God don't have nothing to do with it, the creator don't have nothing to do with it?
Of course it does.
Okay, who is the God that your Indian grandmama believe in? That don't matter.
I don't really talk about religion like that. So
all right, bro. Peace to you. That was good. That was a good Monday night tap in freestyle fellowship. No title subject. Mustafa.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. I can't see you.
Oh, my camera doesn't work on my computer. I don't know how to turn it on.
Oh, okay. Peace. What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you a question. Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question about Surah Ikhlas, how it talks about God and Allah. And I know how the Nation of Islam, they teach that Master Fard Muhammad came in the person of Allah, and that he is the Mahdi, right?
Right.
And I wanted to refer to how it says that he is needed by all. He has never had offspring, nor was he born. How would you control that?
The Quran don't say that. The Quran don't say that. The Quran don't say that. It says he neither begets nor is he begotten. Right.
I'm reading the clear Quran version. So
what's the clear? What's the clear? Who's the translator?
Mustafa Katab.
You know, it's 57 main translations from the top Quranic Arabic scholars, right? It's 57. It's not just one, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you said what let's because I'm gonna scroll down. That's is that chapter 112? What chapter? I mean,
yes,
what surah is that? Because I'm gonna put it in the chat for everybody to read.
Surah Ikhlas. Yes, Surah Ikhlas.
That's 112, right? Yeah, 112. Yes, yeah, that's the unity. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. I'll grab Lana or Yusuf Ali or Maulana, something that I know my people's. Okay, yeah. I'm just putting it in the chat so everybody else can see it. Asia. Yeah, we definitely praying. All love. That's why I'm here to try to share the information, share what information that we could share. There it is. And what I just there you go. 112, it says, say, you know, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, say he, Allah is one, Allah is he of, upon whom all depend, he begets not, nor is he begotten, and none is like him. That's a pretty, you agree with that
yes, sir.
translation? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your question? Based on that, what's your question again?
So this is a different translation pretty much.
Well, I can go to yours. So let me find out what yours is. You said yours was what was the author? I mean the translator?
Mustafa Khattab, Khattab.
Mustafa Khattab. Let me see if he in here. Because I'm gonna put the whole matter of fact, let me just so everybody know what I'm doing. Here's the link. This is the link of IslamAwakened.com that I just put in the chat, and that shows you all 57 top Islamic, Arabic, Quranic scholars, translators. So you said Mustafa Khattab. Hold on.
Because this one, it says he's not born, so I see that this one is not.
Yeah, I'm trying to find yours just so you can
yeah.
Let me see where he even on this list, because that's a problem right there. Like translations, that's almost as bad as tampering with it. If somebody got using a different word that ain't in the because this one gives you literal word for word translation. So, but it also gives you everybody else's. But anyway, based on that, go ahead. Mustafa.
Yeah, and I was wondering, I know the nation teaches that Allah was created, that he created himself. And I was wondering if Master Fard Muhammad is that same Allah that created itself in the beginning of time.
Oh, no, not absolutely not. Master Fard Muhammad is Mahdi is not the originator.
Oh no.
So it's just like I don't know if you heard, like in the Quran it says Allah breathed into Adam, and then he commanded the angels to submit, because now he breathed his own spirit and mind and inspiration into Adam. So now he's telling the angels to bow down and prostrate to Adam. That's shirk. That's shirk. Like, you're not supposed to bow down and prostrate to nobody but Allah. So by Allah telling the angels to do that to Adam is because he put his own mind in Adam. So they're bowing to Allah in Adam, Allah in the person of Adam. Right? Otherwise, why would Allah tell or command his angels to commit shirk against him and bow down to somebody other than him?
So it's basically a line, basically.
A who?
Per se. A line of like Allah's.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what we are. We are the direct descendants of Allah, the original black people. But Allah is a rank, like the word like president or something like that, or master. The Quran said he's master of the day of judgment, or master of the day of requital, or possessor of power over all things. That's a rank, right? So that's called mastery over everything. So if he's master over everything, you can't beget mastery. If I'm Bruce Lee and I'm a master and I've achieved mastery, and then I have a son and you my son, you don't become a master just because you my offspring. So that's the Allah that is not begotten or don't beget. Yeah, my body is going to beget. I can beget physical bodies, but that's not Allah. That's the house. You know what I'm saying? If Allah is the mind and the power and the intelligence, that you know, that identity that's in the body. So Allah in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, or Allah in the person of the angel Jibril, who revealed the Quran to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So that wasn't, you know, Prophet Muhammad don't call himself the messenger of Jibril, but Jibril is the one that gave him the information. He didn't get it directly from Allah. So why is he not the messenger of Jibril? But Allah was in the person of Jibril. Right?
Okay. So will one be coming after Master Fard Muhammad? Like, can another one achieve mastery, as you were saying?
Yeah, that's all of our destiny. Allah, the reason why he came, he's the guide. Mahdi means guide back to Allah, right? Okay. So we all are supposed to be Allah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The body of Allah. We can't be the originator. We can't be that first one because only he could be that one. But we are, born to, to grow into what he grew into or what he is. But we can't never catch him. We can't never, be that. But our purpose and our function is to be to be gods. We are gods. We just lesser gods. So when we say
I really appreciate that, and I want to ask you.
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, you can finish.
When it says he, Allah, is one, we are all one. We're not individual competing against each other. Just all the cells in your body come together as one in unity to make up you as an individual. That's how we are. We are the cells of Allah. We're the organs. We're the body parts of Allah, but we come together as one. So we, the Quran says royal we did this and we did that, but we is working together in such divine unity that we is considered one.
So we be all the righteous people that are doing good things and striving to be better. Is that the we?
Okay, exactly. Okay. Every righteous person that shares. Go ahead. It must be a delay or something. You got another device on in the background? Yeah. Can you turn one of them down and just
have another one on?
Oh, okay. But go ahead. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds. But go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Go ahead again.
All right. I wanted to ask you, what's the difference, because the Quran talks about Jinn and like humankind. It basically like tells both of them apart. And I want to ask you, like, what is Jinn?
Jinn is the white race. Originally it was it's the negative force that's in the original man. It's the negative recessive germ that's in the original man and woman, but we gave it a form. We was able to identify it and see that there was dominant and recessive force or dominant recessive genes and traits or dominant and recessive people inside of us, inside of our DNA. And we was able to develop a genetic process of selective breeding where we was able to breed it out and give it its own identity, its own form. And that's called Adam. The Adam of the Quran and the Adam of the Bible is talking about the white race. The we and the us that made it is the original people, the black people. So we had the jinn, we had devil in us. Devil came from us. Shaitan came from us. It's the weak and recessive or the opposite expression of it's the negative force in electricity or whatever. You got positive and negative. So devil or Shaitan or whatever represents the negative force that was dormant. That's why when we pray or about to pray, we have right over left, because the left side represents the weaker, the weaker or the wicked or the opposite or the negative side. But the right side was always to keep check over the left until we purify the left to where now they can be two right hands. They say Allah has two right hands. Allah has conquered, when I say Allah, like Master Fard Muhammad or Mahdi, or they conquered the weak or the shaitan or the negative force within themselves. They mastered that, so they're considered to have two right hands. They don't have no wickedness or no evil or whatever.
Okay, I see it. Thank you. And I wanted to touch on another topic when it talks about Jesus being crucified in the Quran, and it says, "Nay, it was appeared to be so, and he was raised up to Allah." And
Right.
I wanted to see what your opinion or interpretation on that would be, because a lot of people
Right.
say that it was Jesus, of the past, and he's raised up.
No, that's speaking of today. Like, there's no human beings that live 2,000 years or 2,025 years or 5,000 years or 40. That's all prophecy about the Messiah, Jesus, the Messiah that's alive today. And that started with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is fulfilled that first, where they says, and they killed not the, I mean, they killed not the Messiah, but he was made to appear as dead, and they killed him not for certain, but Allah raised him to himself, right? And there's not among, none among them but will believe in this before they death, or before his death, I should say. Meaning that he was made to appear to the people as though he died, just like in Jesus. They say the same thing, that he rose or whatever from the dead. What was your question again? Because it was something a point I was trying to make.
I just wanted to say what is it? Who's it talking about? Who's it referring to? Pretty much.
Yeah, today it's talking about it. Oh, my bad. See, it's a delay, so it must be like a 5-second delay or something like that. So I don't mean to talk over you, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, but a lot of people say it's Jesus of the past. I just want to touch on that.
Well, the Jesus of the past is passed away. The Jesus of 2,000 years ago, that was not the Christ, nor was that the Messiah. That was the prophet. That was our holy Muslim prophet brother Isa. That was a prophet. That was not the Christ nor the Messiah. So the Messiah comes at the end of the world, and we at the end of the devil's world, the devil's time to rule right now. So the Messiah came in the person where the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the Messiah, and he, if you know anything about Messiah, that's a Torah, that's a Moses was considered the Messiah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moses came to the descendant of slaves, the 400-year slaves, and then Moses had a brother, Aaron, that once Moses was called up to be with Allah for 40 nights, then he left his brother Aaron in charge to take his place among the people, to take his place. So when Allah, raised Moses to be with him, or to return to deal with Allah face to face in person, it says that he made Moses into a god. First, Moses was just his messenger, his prophet. But after Moses fulfilled his time and his assignment, Allah raised him up to be with him and made him a god, and made Aaron Moses' prophet. So what I'm saying all that to say is, we all are walking in the steps of all of the characters in the Bible. We all are meant to start out as believers, and then we're supposed to turn into disciples, then we're supposed to turn into apostles, then supposed to turn into prophets, and then we're supposed to turn into gods. That's all of our destiny. For each one of us that follows the prophets, that's what we follow in that process to become God. So a lot of people think that when you return to Allah, it means after you die. No, we already mentally dead now. The real meaning of returning to Allah is returning to being Allah. Returning to being Allah. When we return to Allah, I don't mean that you dead, but we are dead. We're coming out of death right now. We have been dead for thousands of years, right? But we've been dead in a living body. So now we're returning to Allah in the same body, in the living body. We was first dead and in hell in this body, and this body was our our prison or our coffin or our casket. You know what I'm saying? Now we're being resurrected in this living body to where now we be able to grow back into the powers of God. That's what Mahdi represents. A human being that's exercising all of these supernatural, miraculous powers of Allah that nobody could do but Allah. But that's the ultimate destiny of man is to be what we used to be. We used to be gods. You know, I'm talking about in literal ability, literal function and ability, but we put ourselves to sleep. We became mentally dead to allow Iblis or Shaitan or Adam, the Adamic race, to rule for the last 6,000 years. Because if we would have stayed awake, we would never have let white people take over. So we had to be put to sleep.
Would you say all of the history from what we knew back then is all lost, or can we?
Oh no,
find
absolutely not. No, it's always preserved, because just the fact that we're talking about this character, Master Father Muhammad or Allah period or Islam, it's always been a mother book. There's always an exalted assembly that exists on this planet that we don't know nothing about, that guarded, that has all of the history, every single little detail. Like the Quran said, there's not a grain of sand or a blade of grass or anything smaller than that or greater than that. It's all in a clear book. So we never lose the. When I say we, I'm talking about that 24 God circle, the circle of the gods, or the exalted assembly. The Quran calls it the exalted assembly. The mother book that the Quran and Bible, all that come from. It's a mother book that only the gods or the circle of the gods can have access to.
So it's another book outside of these two books, the Holy Bible and Holy Quran.
Absolutely, that's where they come from. So in the nation, we taught that the original man, the God, which is original black man, writes history in advance, 25,000 years in advance. We don't write history. Our definition of history is prophecy. We tune into the people and we see what's going to come in detail, in all the way up for 25,000 years to equal our home circumference. The planet Earth is approximately 25,000 miles in circumference. So we, the original God or original man, write our history in advance, a year for every mile. So we write 25,000 years worth of history in advance, which is called prophecy. And then when certain time come, after, a couple of thousand years come, we'll raise a prophet and send a little piece of that mother book writing, that 25,000 year mother book writing. We'll send it down to a prophet and let him fulfill, advance the arc of his time, advance the civilization and mature and grow the people of his time up. But ultimately, it's all designed to grow us all back up into Allah. Whatever the originator's power was, that's all of our destiny. Eventually, everybody that's going to be on the planet is going to be equal with the originator, Allah, in power, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love, peace, creation, unlimited progress, immortality, everything that we righteously imagine.
Okay, so it's pretty much a work in progress, like a system, basically.
Absolutely. That's what creation is. Creation means growth or to grow. Evolution is just another word for creation. Creation is just another word for grow, to grow something. And growth takes time. Growth takes pain. There's no such thing as abracadabra, nothing. Nothing in creation that Allah creates is abracadabra, is just finished product. Everything is growing and is growing towards an eventual perfection, and that perfection is relative. It just means that it's growing to a state or a stage to where it can be perfected enough to take off unlimited now, without no hindrance, without no negative impediment.
Okay. And I want to ask you why does most of the world, or the people that I talk to, when it comes to religion, they don't really deal with reality when they're talking about it. They just, it's like they don't use reality when they're talking about it.
It's because of trauma and fear and heartbreak. and heartache. I forgot what ruler said religion is like a opiate. It's like a drug. Religion is the opiate of the people. It's like opium. It's like a drug if you're traumatized. If you've been, traumatized by 6,000 years of hell, like the Quran said that about Adam, who we talking about earlier, and which I said is the white race. It said, I'm going to place a new ruler in the earth. And the angels is like, okay, we already here. We already familiar with righteousness and your righteous rulership and harmony and all of that. So what will you make in this new ruler except that which will cause mischief and make mischief and cause the shedding of blood, right? But he's like, yeah, that's true. But surely I know what you know not. I have to bring this out of you. This is a dormant negative expression that's been hiding in us since I created you. So I have to give it form and expression and let it express itself. And damn, you just what was the question you said? Because I was getting to that.
It was about how people don't use reality with religion.
Right. So trauma, my bad, trauma. So the reason why we so quick to adopt fairy tales and all of that, because we want an escape. We want to escape from the reality of hell that, Allah ordained for us to be under. Right. So we don't want to believe that this is true. Or that's why we turn into drug addicts or sex addicts or anything, because we looking for escape from this hell that we had to go through. That's what slavery and all that is about. I hear a lot of Hebrew Israelites and different people saying that we went in slavery because we did something wrong, we broke God's laws. That's all BS. Because that didn't have nothing to do with why God made devil in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to ask. You don't ask like, why did we get enslaved? What did we do wrong? No, what did we do wrong for God to even make devil on the earth in the first place? A new ruler that's going to cause mischief make mischief and cause the shedding of blood. That didn't have nothing to do with what we did wrong, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, but them is great scientific, great deep, wise questions, Mustafa. So if you got some more, I'd love to answer them or try my best to answer them.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What else I got? So these holy books like the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, would you say they're more historic than prophecy, or more prophecy than historic?
No, they are books of prophecy. They're all books of prophecy. As far as the Bible and the Quran that we got, we taught that 75% of that is prophecy. Only 25% of it actually happened back then. And if it's history, what we need to read it for? If you know what I'm saying, what do we need it for if it's history? So it has to be prophecy. It has to be about what's going on in our time.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's the nature.
Would you recommend?
Oh, my bad. That's that delay. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Would you recommend someone to go to someone to study the holy books, or would you recommend them to study them on their own?
If you're a reader, yeah, definitely use your own brain. But I would, of course, say, go get the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's books and use that as a reference, because we need to decode the books. We need understanding or revelation, like the Quran say. He revealed the book. Some of his verses are decisive or literal. They're the basis of the book, and other verses are allegorical or symbolic or metaphor or symbolic, figure of speech. It's not to be literal. So, but it says, but those in whose heart is a disease or perversity, they take the allegorical part, you know what I'm saying, as literal and seek to mislead the people, right? They try to give it their own interpretation, and none knows its interpretation but Allah. So that right there should shut down all of our scholarship, because if the Quran itself is saying none knows its actual interpretation but me, right? And then it said those firmly rooted in knowledge. It didn't say firmly rooted in belief or firmly rooted in tradition, or firmly rooted in rituals. It said firmly rooted in knowledge. Knowledge of what? Because you can't be talking about knowledge of the book, because it clearly said we don't know the real meaning of the book. So it has to be firmly rooted in the knowledge of nature, the knowledge of natural, provable, tangible creation, God's creation. That's why I respect these white scientists more than religious people, because they're not going to pray. They're not going to give you no ghost stories. They're going to take Allah's creation and put it under a microscope. They're going to study it. They're going to be like, oh, all of these physical creations is made out of something called atoms. And they make up molecules, and molecules make up elements, and elements make up organs. And it, you know what I'm saying? That's the Quran right there. That's the real, understanding of Allah's book. But if you worrying about, I got to make these 5 prayers and these rak'ahs and go to Mecca and all that, what are you learning? You're not learning nothing about Allah's creation. You're not learning about his laws and his intentions and all that. You're doing rituals and shit. You're doing superstitious rituals that you still don't know the meaning of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So the Quran always says, surely there's signs in nature. My bad, go ahead.
You're all right. I was asking if you was familiar with the outer Africa theory, or like the belief is that human life started in Africa, and then we started to migrate out of Africa into different places, and that's how we had different skin pigmentations. I want to see how you handle that one.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. All pure lies, pure BS. No. Life came from space. Life came from triple dark space, right? And then from space, if we know anything about astronomy or cosmology, or just the science or the physics or the chemistry of what's going on in space, whether it's stardust, whether it's what they call star nurseries, and just the different gases and atoms that the sun and cosmic dust or whatever is made out of. They all made out of the same stuff that we're talking about, which is atoms and molecules, or subatomic particles, or the different forces, gravity, electromagnetism, what they call the strong force or the weak force. But that with those forces are just little branched off expressions. But the ultimate, the real force is love. The real force is love. Love is not an emotion. Love is raw, unbound, unlimited, eternal truth. That's why Allah say, he created all things in truth or out of truth, and it's intelligence. So intelligence plus truth plus unbound energy, because people use that word, energy is neither created nor destroyed. I guess you want to use that word, but it's all love. That's the essence of this. So we're God. This house right here is the house of God, but the house ain't necessarily God, even though it has the energy and the intelligence of God in it. But the real you and the real me is not this vessel, right? This veil, like the Quran saying, when the veil is removed, then you will see clearly that day, right? You know what I'm saying? So that the local and non-local awareness and intelligence that you really are, that's what growing back up into Allah or returning to Allah really means. So all of those abilities that we think that we're gonna be conscious and aware of once our physical body die. No, you're supposed to come back into awareness of that while you got a physical body.
Okay. What do you think about the hereafter in Jannah? Is that right now, or is that further on when we die off? What's your
well, we don't know what's going to happen when we die off, but if just the definition of the word die off shouldn't apply. But yeah, Jannah or hereafter, or the garden, is all called the same thing. Paradise, Jannah, heaven, the garden, all of that is here. An adverb of place. Here, not there. You know what I'm saying? Not there after or somewhere after. No, here. here after what? After the false ideas and concepts of Satan, or the power of Satan, or negative force to influence us or to control us has been broken. Once the power of lies or wickedness or Satan or whatever you want to call it is broken in your own head, in your own mind, you already have entered the hereafter. Your hereafter has begun. You know what I'm saying? And so now the struggle, the righteous holy war or jihad is to make that available for all of the rest of the people. So you warn against their ignorance. You speaking like this. You asking these brilliant questions like you asking, and hopefully God, give me a good enough answer to for people to hear that's gonna be doing the job that we talking about, starting a hereafter. When you remove the fear, remove the lies, remove the ignorance, identify the real enemy. It's not no ghost or no extra supernatural entity that can just pop into you and all of that, because your mind is the power. And if somebody can make you believe that some other supernatural shit exists and got more power over you, then you're going to create that. You're going to put yourself in a fear paralysis mode, thinking that you always walking on eggshells. Something can happen to me, or this Jinn or this demon or this such and such Satan can get me this way and that. Like they always more powerful than you or something. That's all a lie.
They do be like that.
Yeah. So the Quran say, when the matter is decided, the devil, this same character that we think so supernatural, is going to say, Allah promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you and failed you. And I had no authority over you. I have no power over you except the power that you give me when you obey me. I don't have no supernatural power. That matter of fact, I'm weak. I'm so weak. The only power I got is in being able to deceive you and use the power of your divine brain, which is Allah power, against you. I can make you create your own hell. I don't have the power to put you in hell, but I can make you create your own hell because you got the mind power of Allah in your skull. I don't have it. I got the power to deceive. I got the skill to tell you something that's a lie and make you create it for me. I'll make you create your own hell for me by telling you the right kind of lie.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. I see that.
And we in science or physics or something that they call a Schrodinger's cat or something like that, or the wave function, the wave / particle function, meaning that it's the power of the observer that actually creates reality, right? So everything is pure potential until you observe it or until you focus on it, and then you lock it into a particle state. Before you focus on it, then it's whatever. It could be everything at once. There's multiple unlimited possibilities. But once you observe it or once you lock in on it with your mind and you conceive it or whatever, then you lock it into a reality state. So you created it. So these devils know that. They know this science. All you got to do is make these guys, these sleeping guys, they don't know they guys. So just tell them something and make them think that it's real, and they're going to create it for me. They're going to create this hell for themselves. They're going to create these monsters for themselves. They're going to see ghosts and spirits and spooks because we told them it exists. We told them vampires exist. We told them demons and exorcists, devils and all that exist in this kind of way. We told them, so then they're going to see it. They're going to get drunk or they're going to have a nightmare, and then they're going to say, this is real. This happened. No, you can't tell me ain't no such thing as ghosts because I seen it. And you created it. I tricked you into creating it.
Yeah. How would you get someone that or people that you deal with to tap back into reality from what they was taught or believed in that way?
From my experience, it don't really happen until you fed up, until you so burnt out and you so dissatisfied and you so just done with all of, you know, sometimes you got to be so terrorized and terrified and so paralyzed that anything is worse than, I mean, anything is better than this. So after all else fails, then we kind of open to, well, what that Islam talking about, or what's this, or what's that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being paralyzed and terrified of my own shadow. I'm tired of everything having power over me and everything having more knowledge than me and everything having more unity than me. And that, you know what I'm saying? So once you all the way burnt out and you just like, man, I can't get no lower, you know, that's when you're ready to go. But if you think there's something worth holding on to in this devil's world, and it's some part about this devil world that you like, you're not gonna come out of it until it get burnt out of you, until you know it gets destroyed for you.
I want to ask you, how do you deal with adversity?
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Sorry about that.
I want to ask you, how do you deal with adversity and problems that you have throughout your life or your lifetime? How did you deal with it?
Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan. The understanding and the example that I got from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he's from us. I can't really say Master Fard Muhammad because I know he's real and I know he's the teacher of Elijah Muhammad, but I can't relate to him because he you know, that's why he even gave us Elijah as our example, because he's an ex nigga that's from the South that went through all of the stuff that I went through. So to be able to see an example of Elijah Muhammad and then Farrakhan and then all of us after that, whether it's Malcolm X or Muhammad Ali or, you know, examples of us coming from this condition and rising up to the highest heights that the world has ever seen. I know he suffered everything I'm suffering right now. He suffered even worse. I know he didn't, you know, been locked up. I know he'd been lied on. I know he didn't, you know, shed blood and, you know, so just that example is my faith. That's what my faith is built on, that. And my faith ain't just on something that's unseen. My faith is built on what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I have faith on what I've seen, what I know. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have no faith. I wouldn't know how to get through day to day. And it don't mean I talk to him. I talk to him in prayer or in telepathically or whatever, but I don't hear from him. I don't got no personal relationship, or I ain't got no history. Like I'm riding around with Minister Farrakhan or riding around or got Minister Farrakhan number or Elijah Muhammad, you know, phone number or nothing like that. I don't got that kind of history. But I got their books, I got they tapes, I got they, you know, articles, I got, you know, the history of, you know, Minister Farrakhan had cancer since or he first got it because he don't have it now, but since 1998, and then got the irradiated seed over, you know, where they tried to kill him in 2006 or 2007, or I forgot, and you know that. With that procedure that they did to him, nobody, you know, the life expectancy is 3 years. And, you know, he been here ever since. He ain't got no lower intestines, his whole midsection, and, you know, internal organs is missing, been having a colostomy bag since then, and nobody never knew it. So any little afflictions and whatever I might be going through, that ain't nothing compared to what I seen Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan going through. And
that's true.
So I need that real, pardon the expression, I need that real nigger problem example. You know, a savior or a messiah, whatever, that went through real nigger problem, real black people problems, and conquered them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my 1000% motivation, inspiration. What you say, Mustafa?
Something that you can relate to.
Yeah. That's what the example is. Otherwise, if you're supposed to be from Mecca, or you know, my messenger is supposed to be Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, 1400-year-old Arab. How is that my messenger? That's not my messenger. My messenger got to speak my experience, my life experience. The Quran say he raised a messenger from among the people that he sent to. So not only is Prophet Muhammad of Arabia from Arabia, he been dead for 1400 years. May Allah be pleased with him, but you know what I mean. So
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes,
not my
sir.
messenger.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I thank you for talking with me, because I really had a few questions.
Man, you got you VIP, and these are some of the best questions that I ever been asked on here. So anytime you got questions, anytime you want to say anything, you got VIP with me. I'll be quiet and just let you talk, because I needed this. I needed to hear those questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people that's in the chat, see the value in them questions and this conversation too. So I thank Allah for you, and I thank Allah in the person of you, Brother Mustafa.
Thank you. Yeah, got to get ready for school in the morning. It's a late night.
Shit, you just took us to school right now.
Thank you. All right. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you.
So, man, thank you. And that y'all pardon the delay, them people, but we got that in regardless of the delay. Salute to Brother Mustafa or Mustafa. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. Beautiful, beautiful. I thought it was going to go a different direction. I was pleasantly surprised. Everybody give a salute to Brother Mustafa. Yeah, man. See what I'm saying? When you just show up, we ain't have no topic. You just show up in the name of the Lord, and he'll speak through you, or he'll send an angel, he'll send a voice to get it cracking. And it got cracking. Thank you, Rashad. Much love, Rashad. Man, appreciate you. Oh man, that took us to an hour, 107 to be exact. Man, should I stay or should I go? What? I don't know. You can do much better than that. I'll stay on here for about 3 more minutes. If I see a question or a comment that y'all want me to address, or y'all want to address, and I'll be quiet. I'll be happy to be quiet and let y'all speak on whatever y'all want to speak on. But I like them deep questions. I love them deep questions. I love deep questions and difficult questions, especially if it's about so-called God, which is really yourself. The subject of God is not religion. The subject of God is yourself. Whenever I hear God, I'm not talking about nobody in the sky. God is that person in the mirror. God is in the person of you in the mirror. Don't ever twist me up talking about, yeah, y'all religion like my man Bark earlier. Your religion, and you don't know my religion. I don't even do religion. I do lifestyle. I do, way of life. I do nature. I don't do religion. I do provable facts, provable truth. I might do it religiously. I might talk, with certain type of authority, or like I can keep flowing or whatever. Like, just because I remember scriptures, that's not religion. You remembered basketball stats. You remembered football stats. Is that your religion? No, that's just something that you so deep into that you love so much. You don't worship the NFL, do you? The NFL or the NBA, that ain't your religion, is it? Why you know the stats so well? Why you know all these prophets? Why you know the gods of basketball or the gods of rap? Is that your religion? Yeah. Stephen Otero. So Malcolm X was wrong about his assessment on Elijah Muhammad. It depends on what his assessment is. He followed him for 11 years. So his assessment for 11 years, oh, you mean that? No, he wasn't wrong. That's why he was successful. Are you talking about his assessment on the 11 months after he left? Because he only lasted 11 months after that. So which assessment are you referring to, Stephen? And you're welcome to get on here. I'm not offended or nothing like that. That's a good question, and we can get into it. But I don't want to misunderstand you with type words. It's always better for me if you just hop on the live and and clear up any misunderstanding. K Solo, I am he and he is me that dwells within. Yeah, when you see me, you see the Father. You know, the disciples asked Jesus, so when will we see the Father? So I've been among you this long and you haven't seen him? When you see me, you see the Father, because the Father is in me and I'm in the Father. I and my Father are one. Say he, Allah, is one, right? So if you feeding off of Allah, you know what I'm saying? If you studying, you nursing and you committing to memory the wisdom and understanding the creation of Allah, then Allah is in your person. That's why I said these white scientists is way more better Muslim, way closer to Allah than we are. They don't go to prayers. They go to the microscope. They go to the telescope and a microscope. You know what I'm saying? They know Allah is God, and they want to know how he works. How did he put these atoms together? How did he put these molecules together? How can I splice these viruses? How can I create this what they call that Wuhan laboratory, that gain of function? How can I turn this virus into a weapon of widespread war? That's Islam. That's Islam. You ain't lying about it. You can't lie about it. You can lie about once you study it and get the actual true knowledge of what you studied. You can lie to the people about what you're doing, but ain't no lying going on in that laboratory. Ain't no lying going on under that telescope. Them is not lies. They writing notes. They doing this. No, them ain't no lies. We'll lie about Fauci about, you know, what we doing over here, but when we in the lab, nigga, ain't no lying going on. SD, Brother Cam, as a Filipino, can there be a way to adopt the teachings of the NOI to folks who aren't black? Absolutely. No. When we say Allah, we mean every righteous person, including white people. Prophet Muhammad of Arabia was a white man. I don't know if you understand that or you ever heard that, SD. According to the teachings that we believe in by Master Father Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, even though we call and identify and can prove that genetically that this is the devil, these are devils, they didn't have nothing to do with they make up. They couldn't control, you know, what race they was born. They had no power over that. So they have to be offered a way out too. They have to be offered a path and a way to become holy also. So the holy prophet Muhammad of Arabia, peace be upon him, was a white man. So if we hated white people, how could we be named after one? My name is you know, Mueed Muhammad, Cam Muhammad, after Prophet Muhammad, a white man. So it ain't got nothing to do with your skin color. So this is for everybody. The truth benefits everybody. The truth got to be just. Islam is freedom, justice, and equality. Yeah, you can't necessarily, you can't be genetically equal, but righteously you can be equal, or you can be greater than somebody black, depending on what you're willing to do with truth. What are you willing to do with the knowledge and the example and the nature of God once it's offered to you? So Prophet Muhammad, a white man, was willing to do more and submit and master and live and be like the original people than the majority of the original people was. So he outranked black people of his time. So the best of us ain't got nothing to do with color or genetics. You know, genetically speaking, yeah, but what good is that if you're a devil? You just a big, strong, original, genetically superior devil. Yeah, that's a bigger problem. That means you got the potential to do more damage because you got more genetic power and influence. So now if you practice wickedness in a black original body, you a real problem. You a real problem. We know how to handle them recessive ones, but we got one among us that we think is a brother or we think is a sister. Oh, they're going to do way more damage, or a whole different grade level of damage. So yeah, don't get caught up in that. No, this revelation is for everybody. It's for everybody to take it and do as much as you can. See how far, we're supposed to compete with each other and becoming gods while we are alive in these flesh and blood bodies. It don't mean compete against each other. This ain't devil competition. It's competition in righteousness. Let's see how, like, I'm fasting 10 days, you gonna fast 11. Like, damn, man, you did that. Like, it ain't no hating, it's congratulating. You gonna inspire me to do better the next time I do it. And then I'm gonna hopefully inspire you to do better. So that's righteous competition. It ain't no loser. It ain't no loser. So if we all sharing this information, it ain't no loser. I can be blackety black original NOI Muslim, but you gonna see something or do something or experiment or take the same information and crack open something that I might not ever imagine doing. And I gotta come back, I gotta come to you, SD, and be like, man, how did you do that? Can you teach me in the name of our Lord? Can you teach me what you just learned how to do? Because I don't know how you came up with that. So that's how this is. It's for everybody. This is for everybody. So arthritis, breaking news, Trump just pardoned Governor Rod, some from Chicago. Yeah, we don't care. We over here talking God power talk. Don't care what devils and Satans is doing. I don't even know who that is, but yeah, we over here on God energy. The beauty of this is we don't care what they do. We don't care what they doing. The breaking news is we returning each other to God. We returning each other to God energy, highest frequency type conversation and communication you're going to find anywhere on YouTube this evening. No disrespect to you, arthritis, but F what Trump and them doing and whoever he pardoning if it ain't us. Steve Otero, I love and respect Cam deeply. However, I ride with Malcolm. How can you ride with Malcolm? Where's Malcolm? The hypocrisy in the soul of Elijah. Facts. What's facts? I'm gonna have to ask you with love and respect. I don't know Stephen Otero. It sounds like Otero. Is that Latino? Are you Latino? What's your? But I'm gonna have to require you to get on here. Gonna have to get on here. You got 3 minutes, Stephen, because we have to address that. Because if you're gonna make evil claims and accusations on a public platform, but then you're not providing no receipts or no data or no evidence, no proof or nothing like that, then that's devil. That's slander. That's devil. You just repeating some evil reports that you heard. So get on the live with me and tell me what Malcolm said and tell me what Malcolm proved. Because you're not Malcolm, but you're riding with Malcolm, right? You're going to ride with Malcolm to where Malcolm is at. You riding with Malcolm is going to get you where Malcolm is at. Will J. Thank you, Will J. Thank you, Will, for the Cash App. Got the Cash App, man. Thank you for keeping the lights on over here. Hotel 7 campaign show. Can't do it without y'all. But Stephen O, we need you over here. We got 3 minutes. Arthritis, yeah. I mean, that's something we know. We all knew. This is not a secret in the nation. So how can we be considered just? How can God be considered just and fair if he gonna make devils and then not offer devils a way out? So he just a sadistic, torturous God like that. Don't even make no sense. How is God love, especially if certain races of people couldn't control. They don't have no say so of what race or gender that they born into the world being. That's one of the reasons why we even gave them power and dominion, because they were so genetically weak that they have to be able to have an advantage just to balance out. Just to balance out their weakness. They had to be put in strength, power positions to rule us. because otherwise they wouldn't stand a chance. You couldn't even survive the first winter in North America without the Native Americans helping you. You know what I'm saying? They weak, they blood is weak, their bones is weak, they susceptible to all kind of diseases and germs and viruses. They can't stand the sun, you know what I'm saying? We had to put them in power and rulership in luxury positions. They wouldn't even have survived. So once they did that, you know what I'm saying, then I mean, once we put them in power and gave them, dominion and luxury and rulership and authority. We gave them authority over our planet, over our people. Life and death of every creature on this planet was underneath them, was put under their power for 6 days, 6,000 years. That's to compensate for the weakness that we made them out of. We made them weak, so we had to bless them with power and strength and authority and rulership to prove that we was God. And when it's time for us to wake up, we'll just hurry up and wake up and overthrow them in one day without falling victim to none of their influence in their society or their civilization. And that's what we're doing right now. This conversation is proof of that. 400 years of surviving the worst hells in the annals of human history is already proof of that. We cannot be destroyed. Only ones can destroy us is us. And we can't even do that, because if we destroyed us, then we would just recreate ourselves. Same way it was in the beginning with the original Allah. That would just happen all over again, but faster, because now the record of this is already in the cosmos. It's happened already, so it's already in the etheric or cosmos records, the hall of records of the universe. You can't get rid of us. Can't destroy us. Every individual body is going to die as opposed to. That's not death. That's not the death of the soul. That's not death of the intelligence, the being. That's just death of that vessel, that house, that vehicle. And before it dies, it transfers its data to the new cells, and then it exfoliates off into your bathtub down the drain somewhere, or it goes back into earth as compost or fertilizer, so nothing is wasted. SD, like a man starving in a desert of wickedness, there must be a reason that brings me to this channel every day to listen, man. All love, SD, and that's what we are. We creatures of love. We creatures of truth. Love hates now. Don't get it twisted. Love hates and love kills, but just for the right reason. But all of this is in your favor. If you love the truth and you love health and nature, and you recognize the beauty and the value of being true and being right and doing good to yourself, doing good and doing justice to yourself, doing good to others, then this is yours. This NOI teachings ain't for black people. It's for the descendants of slaves. It was just for us first, because we was in the worst condition. We was flatlining. We had to get it first. You go in a ER, emergency, whatever, in a hospital. If you walked in, then you might have walked in 3 hours ago, but somebody gonna come in on a gurney. They gonna take them right in. And you can be like, man, I've been here for 3 hours. Yeah, they in the worst condition. They had to get took care of first. That's all that means. God ain't unfair and unjust. God don't cheat nobody. Allah don't cheat nobody. If you've been made to wait, that's because he knew you was able to wait. You was able to last. You ain't gonna burn out. You ain't gonna die. But I gotta take care of this flatline, this cold blue people right quick. And as soon as I get that done, and you come in right behind them. But now we all got access. Everybody got access. So it's time for all of us to be equal in this and compete in the best way. Inspire each other, motivate each other to take this information and improve yourself, become righteous masters, become superheroes, start tapping into your real God powers, whether it's telepathic, whether it's ESP, whether it's out of body travel, whether, you got all them powers. Every human being got access to all them powers, but only through truth, only through righteousness. They only access through righteousness. Wicked people, you know, they can get a little bit, but they can't go far. They can't go far. They can't get nothing done. That's why the devil has to deceive sincere, even if it's white people that know and they practice psychic spies or, you know, remote viewing, out of body travel. They know they can't be successful if they aware that what they're doing is for wicked people and wicked purposes. It kills them. That ability will kill you or cause you some disease or some terminal illness and it'll take you out. You can't use the God powers for wickedness. It's a fail safe. You would destroy yourself. So why not use them for good? You know what I'm saying? We didn't already tried all of the wicked. Look where they got us. Yeah, they end up having a straight stroke, William. Yeah. Yeah. Wild Wild West. Salute, West. I see you. So this is your knowledge. Hopefully the way that I deliver it or whatever is, you know, entertaining or whatever, or inspiring enough to make you want to go get it for yourself, because you're gonna do it even better. You speak your own language and you speak the language of your peers or your friends or homies or whatever, or family members. They're gonna be even more attracted to you. They're gonna resist you at first. They're gonna be your biggest ops first. Once you get into this information, they're gonna be your biggest ops. And when you're able to withstand that season, you know, it might be a year, it might be 2 years or whatever, however long. As long as you can weather the storm of their opposition and all the peer pressure and all of the emotional demon stuff that you're gonna trigger by you going into this study and mastering yourself and disciplining yourself, they're gonna be like, "What, you think you better than us, or you think you this, or you, they didn't brainwash you? You over there with that cult with them Muslims? You know that's a cult, right? You know that they're gonna hit you with all of that. You weird, you gay, you this, you that. Like, what's wrong? And, you know, they're gonna hit you with all of that. But if you can weather it, knowing that, oh no, you can. I don't even hear that because I got my eyes so locked on these X-Men powers and achieving some level of demonstrating God in my flesh and blood body while I'm alive. I'm not worried about nothing that y'all talking about. I done watched everybody before me my whole lifetime, live their whole life and don't do nothing, don't accomplish nothing. Be fearful, be ignorant, sick, helpless, powerless, poor. Like, nah, y'all peer pressure don't really move me. Y'all, and ain't no pressure behind y'all peer pressure. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I didn't seen something. I got my eyes locked in on something that I ain't never seen before, and it's true. It's true, and it's in my favor. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be on some righteous Pee Wee Herman. You know, I'm a loner. I'm a rebel. I'm a loner. I'm a rebel. Yeah, I'm all that. Straight loner, a rebel for a season till I can get my feet planted. And then I might come back and kick it with you or let you kick it with me. But yeah, that's what I had to do. I'm speaking from experience. I'm here now. We can share, we can clown and all that, because there ain't no amount of peer pressure, ain't no amount of hating or whatever that can knock me off my square. So that's why I come on here and even be challenging people. Like, I look for fights. I look for ops. I look to trigger people that I know, you know what I'm saying, want to talk or been talking or whatever, and they don't show up. None of them show up. And I have to do that for y'all. I have to constantly do that for y'all, in y'all face, calling out all y'all, you know, scholars or religious people or politicians or celebrities or rappers or whoever, calling them all out. You don't hear not one of them respond. None of them show up. And the only ones that show up, be bless their heart, be on low-key 5150 status or something. So you see like, oh, dang. But ain't nobody that's supposed to be a scholar show up. Don't nobody that's supposed to be a PhD or whatever, or an expert, they don't show up. Why they don't show up? I know y'all know some scholars, or y'all some scholars, right? Those that disagree with me, you a scholar, right? Show up. See what happened. Let's see what happened. So I need to be that cocky. I need to roar like a lion to show you that you can roar louder than me. Because you know, like I know, everything you hear me saying is sparking something that you always knew when you was young or something you was just talking about. All I'm doing is confirming what you already know, what you already was thinking, what you already done said to somebody, what you used to believe and understand when you was little before somebody poisoned you and told you ain't no such thing as that. No, you can't do that. They hit you with all that shit that you can't do. It might have been your parents or your teacher or your preacher or something. No, you can't do it. No, you knew you could do it when you was little, or you know you could do it now, but you might be all the way too spaced out. Somebody got to reel you back in. Now, like, come on, let me ground you. Let me put an anchor on you. And the principle was correct, but it's a process. You can't just jump to quantum physics. We got to go through ABC arithmetic first, because you're going to drown. You're trying to jump into deep water, the Mariana Trench or whatever. You trying to, yeah, I know it looks, powerful, and that's where you want to eventually be. No, you got to go over here in this little wading pool, the water up to your ankles. So that's all this is. I just be trying to make it attractive, make it appealing, make it entertaining, but this real. It's not no fairy tale sci-fi stuff. This is your power. You are gods, children of the Most High God. But we've been dying like the princes of men because we've been, deceived and weak and slipping on banana peels and all kind of stuff that we've been going through. But now it's time for us to stand all the way up and get it right and go the whole way, ride it all the way out. Dedication Daily, what's the best book I've ever read? It would be the Quran. The Quran after I read the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's books. So like Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live. The first book I ever read with this type of information was How to Eat to Live. Something practical, something that I can apply to my life right now. That's what had my skin looking so smooth like a female, like females be wearing makeup can't look better and smoother than my skin. I'm a 50-something-year-old, 55, going on 56-year-old man, all kind of stress and hell, but how to eat to live is something that works, that apply. It ain't like your religion. Like, look at the results, look at the fruit, look at the proof. Show and prove. How can you say yours is better than mine and you don't look better than me? How can you say yours is better than mine and you can't answer these questions, or you stressed out, or you grieve and you confused, you don't understand this, you don't understand that? We at peace. We, being fruitful and multiplying and raising families and educating our children as a separate sovereign nation within a nation, right in the middle of the beast, right in the middle of Satan. Conquering Satan right in the middle of them, right in the intestinal tract. You know what I'm saying? While our people getting abused and stepping in every trap they set for them and catching hell. We seeing our people getting whooped on all around us. And we not getting whooped on. They coming, that especially now that Trump is in office, they coming, they have to. It's finally that time. But just look at all of the long run. We had a very good run of peace and security and safety and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at our track record. Wouldn't it have been better for your women and your children to be raised in the NOI instead of becoming a thought, a sexy red Megan Thee Stallion thought, or being abused or being violated when they was little girls? Like, wouldn't this have been the better bet right here, the better choice? While y'all talking about he killed Malcolm and he this and he did that. Okay. Look at the fruit. Look at the blessed offspring. Look at the blessed new generations of this nation. Are you producing better? Is your church producing better? Is your hood or your set, your gang producing better? So that's what I'm here for, to be challenged, because I'm damn sure going to challenge you. If you say you got something better, you know something better, you doing something better, I'm going to challenge you. So don't say it over here unless you're ready to show and prove. K Solo says it's been weeks. I've been studying the Quran, watching the teachings, and reading the Quran. Reading Elijah Muhammad books, and you would talk about it like it's a connection, my brother. Yeah, yeah. That's all it is. You keep on feeding from the right food. You keep on eating organic, super fruits and vegetables, and see what happens. That's the same thing with this information. That's physical health food. Just imagine what you're gonna become eating spiritual, mental health food, divine, kosher or organic information every day. What do you think is gonna happen with your mind? What do you think gonna happen with your courage? What do you think gonna happen with your spirit, your inspiration, your endurance, your faith, your understanding? What do you think gonna happen if you eating organic, divine, organic, supreme wisdom information every day? What do you think? Because you see what happened if you do that physically with physical food. What you think gonna happen if you do it with mental, spiritual food? You're gonna be flowing like water. You want it? I got it. You want it? I got it. Your cup gonna run it over. You're gonna be a fountain of inspiration, a fountain of information, a fountain of people just gonna want you around them. You're gonna be an asset to any circle, whether it's financial, whether it's warfare, whether it's relationship. You're gonna be an asset. You're gonna be a franchise player. They're gonna pay you to just be around. Just be over here with us. Am I lying? Anybody that does this, they know I'm not lying. Nigga said 25 years old looking like Morgan Freeman. That's cold. So yeah, man. That's why I be on here with y'all, man. Because I be drawing, just like y'all drawing from me, I'm drawing from y'all. I'm drawing from Allah and y'all's person. Allah is the all eyes seeing. All eyes are his eyes. All ears is his ears. All brains is his brain. All thoughts and ideas is his thoughts and ideas. So whenever it's a lot of us on here or just a few, that's still me being able to feed. I know how to feed. You know, this ain't no like on no vulgar or no rainbow stuff, but it's like nursing, like you nursing from a breast. The breast of the God's people. Y'all's minds and y'all will is what I feed off of. It give me strength. It give me inspiration. I start hearing. I mean, and y'all, this ain't strange, but I start hearing y'all's thoughts. Not like voices in my head, but you know, I can, you know, certain things I don't want to say that I don't sound crazy or whatever. Not that it's even crazy, but you just start understanding. You just start the awareness and the communication start happening different. It's different levels, it's different versions, it's different types of communication other than the communication that we've been familiar with. It's different types of communication. It's different types of awareness, different types of understanding, far different, far above and beyond what we've been familiar with. And when you feed from this information, you feed from this Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, nurse, you know, information. It just happens. It just happens. It just happens. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ain't no magic solution. Just it's like a baby. If you got you got a baby and you feeding a baby the best food, the best high quality mother's milk, and then after that, the homegrown, pure, uncontaminated soil, fruits and vegetables, what do you think is going to happen with that baby? What do you think that baby going to turn out like? It's not a fluke. It's not a fluke. It's going to pop every single time. Everything that's supposed to grow, everything that's supposed to connect, everything that's supposed to fire the neurons in the brain and the hemispheres of the brain is supposed to come alive. All that's going to happen. You're going to understand stuff that nobody never taught you. Like no parent, like no, it's just like, I talked about before. Who teaches a a little baby spider, you know, because we used to catch spiders and all of that, make them fight each other in a jar, and like Still Got Love for them video. But once the little looking cotton ball thing of eggs that a spider paste up on the side of the glass or whatever, once them little eggs, them little spiders, hundreds of little spiders start hatching, how do they know how to spin a web? How they know how to do this geometric shape? Their mama didn't teach them. When you come out your mama's womb, how do you know how to suck on a nipple? Your mama didn't teach you that. You didn't even know you had a mama. You didn't know there was a such thing as mama. So it's certain divine wisdoms and understandings or whatever that's just going to kick in. You don't have to worry about it. All you have to worry about is make sure you feeding from the right food. Make sure you eating the right mental information, spiritual information. All of that's going to kick in. You naturally going to grow and mature and understand things, and pieces is going to come together. You know, T's is going to get crossed and I's is going to get dotted and dots is going to get connected without you even trying. You'll be asleep or something. You'll be in the shower. You'll be eating. Something just going to make sense and come together. And you're going to be like, whoa, wow. Like, you know, where did that come from? It just came from you eating right. And when it's time for that, you know, to manifest, it's going to manifest. Yeah. And that just comes from eating the right food. That makes you your own self, which is a God. Eating the right food makes you a God. It returns all of your connections, your God connections. Eating the right, I'm talking about physical food first, and then mental food second. If I teach you the right food to eat, like Elijah Muhammad taught us, that don't just mean what you put in your mouth, it means what you put in your ears. What am I listening to? What do I open my ears to? What am I opening my mind to? Not just what I open my mouth to. What am I opening my ears to? Do I listen to gossip? Do I listen to reality show? Do I listen to ratchet rap? Do I listen to drill rap? Do I listen to internet beef? Do I listen to snitch, gang bang, party, whatever on YouTube? Like what are you opening your system to? Because that's what you're going to be. You are what you eat. You're going to get poison if you eat poison. You're going to become God if you eat God. If you eat, the knowledge of God, no Disney. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to even say no Disney. That's sad. But you know what I mean? So why not? That's why we attracted to this. That's why young, brother Cam, you know what I'm saying? That's why y'all can listen so long, because I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. You want to hear about you. You want to hear about your ability. You want to hear about your potential, your power, your destiny, your purpose. Your purpose. Your purpose. Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me that ain't the biggest issue in your life. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? I'm here, I'm saying? I didn't have relationships. I didn't did this. I did this for a living, and I'm saying, but what is my purpose? Why am I here? This is answering those level of questions. Your purpose is to be God, to return to being God while you physically alive. That's your purpose. Return to being God by mastering your weaknesses and mastering the Satan within. Conquering the weaknesses of yourself. As soon as you conquer and master the weaknesses, the addictions, the lower desires, the lust, the appetites of your own self, you done conquered any of that outside yourself. If you conquered it in yourself, can't nothing outside of you penetrate you. And can't nothing outside of you influence you. You done already cleared it out. You cleared it out already. Now you can go on some hereafter mission. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to be a scientist? Do I want to be an engineer? Do I want to master the money markets? Now you can do whatever you want to do, because you ain't got to worry about that satanic germ that's going to sabotage your shit. Your own self-sabotage devil that you got sitting up in your heart, on the back of your head. That's our problem. We self-sabotage. We program to self-sabotage ourselves. So that's the devil within. We all got him. We all got him. The ones that admit it is the closest to getting rid of it. The ones that are like, nah, I ain't got no devil. Now you the main motherfucking devil. You the main one. That's why confession is good for the soul. Confess. Yeah, I'm definitely wrestling with this goddamn Beelzebub, Lucifer, Satan, the bliss devil and shit that I've been wrestling with. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he don't. But the fact that I'm confessing it is making me win even more because I'm not acting holy like he ain't there. Like he ain't making me tap out sometimes. But I'm at war with him. I might lose battles, and I do, but I'm gonna win this goddamn war. I bet you that. Because I know too much. I know too much. So he can't win. It's just certain battles that I might just be experimenting, but I ain't never gonna quit. Only way you can lose is if you quit. That's never gonna happen. All praise is due to Allah. So don't let it happen with you. Even if you slip, fall, slide back into hypocrisy, the dog return to his vomit, get back up. Get back up and go back on the path where you know you're supposed to get to. Don't sit there and lick your wounds and be on some pity party and want to take yourself out because you slipped and shit. That'd be the worst. Don't that be feeling terrible? You know you've been going long. I've been going this long without eating or eating right or going this long without fornicating or whatever, and then you finally mess up and slip up. And you feel like offing yourself. Like, oh no, you got credit. You actually got credit. You know how many times you would have been slipping if you wasn't on this path? God ain't petty, so you don't be petty. But if you violate somebody else, you got to be accountable. You got to go make that right. You violate yourself, you just have mercy on yourself and stop it. But you violate somebody else, then you got some work to do. You got to clean that up. But yeah, hopefully I ain't talk y'all ears off. I be trying to get this over in short time, within under an hour, and it don't never happen. Maniaco Supply, peace. Push that line. Yes, man. Much love, man. Much appreciate. CMC Technique is class. Salute. Randall Watts, man. I'm just saying, I'm speaking y'all language, right? We all works in progress. We all dirty little ex niggas and ex whatever we was. So we ex niggas and ex 304s, and that's why I was telling my homie Greedy earlier. Our job as males, men, is we are supposed to save these hoes. Because we was niggas and somebody saved us, and if our females or our sisters are 304s or whatever madness that they lost in, then our job is to try to save them. It's not to save them for us. You don't necessarily have to make a hoe a housewife for you. You're not, might not be my housewife, but I'm gonna make a hoe a housewife for somebody. By Allah's permission, I'm gonna help clean you up and straighten you up so you'll be a good housewife for somebody. It ain't got to be for me. But that's our job. Save these hoes. Save these niggas. Save these hoes. You know what I'm saying? We need to be saved. Right? I want to be saved. We got to save them. Save these hoes. That might be my next topic for tomorrow. Got to save these hoes. Right? For the future, for sure. Because that's the generation come through our women. And they traumatized. They in hell. So we got to go in there with gasoline draws on if we got to and try to get them up out of that condition. And if they won't, then that's their body, their choice or whatever. Then at least we got their blood off our hands. That's the goal here is try to wake them up, try to pull them up out the mud or get in the mud with them and push them up because you already survived the mud. So you can go back in it. A lot of us be so super clean, holier than now, and like, man, I don't ever want to go back to that. Well, that's what God saved you from. He delivered you from it so you will know that you can go back into it without getting consumed by it. If you conquered it, that means you can go anywhere. That's why Jesus went to hell, right? He didn't get to go to hell because he was scared. I went to hell to show you I conquered hell. I conquered hell. Any keys of salvation that's in the bottom pit of hell, nigga, I swim. I'm a scuba diver in hell. Like, they know me here. They don't fuck with, excuse me. They don't want to see me here. Nigga, hell scatters when they see me. Demons and devils scatter when they see me. I can save anybody from anywhere, from any condition. I don't care what you did. I don't care what you doing. I don't care what you've been through. So we got to be them gods, like, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise we wouldn't be here. That's how God saw us. Like, cause we definitely was in the worst of the. So if I'm talking all this clean talking, you know what I'm saying? Who cared enough to save me? I should have been destroyed a long time ago. We all should have. But since I wasn't, then what I look like, man, you beyond help. I ain't. Nah, shit. If I treated you, like that, and God, he may as well have did me like I'm doing you. So since he didn't do me like that, I can't do you like that. I'm not him, though. Don't get me wrong. I ain't got the patience and the wisdom and the knowledge that he got. But I try to endure as much BS from my people as I possibly can. And if I can't take it, I just block you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me destroying you. You just got somebody that's more qualified than me, that got more patience or wisdom or whatever than me, gonna have to deal with you, because I can't. You're above my grade level. Your demons might be a little too advanced and shit for me. So I'll leave that to somebody else. TB enjoying the lowrider. What's up with it? OG Lil T-Bone, that was in the diet. Oh, man, what's up? Salute, TB. Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll be over here, man, on this channel every weeknight. 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast, man. Come hang out with your bro, man, every night, man. We be talking about stars, quasars, Malcolm Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? Elroy Jetson stuff. Salute. King Ed, blessing to you on the found question. Have you heard about brother from Zimbabwe who invented Yeah, I just posted that on my Instagram. Yeah. He got a self-generating car. He got a TV that played, that's self-powered. Yeah, that's the wave of the future. They've been had that technology. They've just been hiding it from us. They've been had free energy. They've been hiding it from us. And all of that's being exposed right now with the so-called UFO disclosures and all this type of stuff. But yeah, I heard of them. Yeah, you right on money, right on point. Yeah. No, we there, King Ed. Like, it's that time. You're gonna say now, after it's February 18th, after February 26th, watch the disclosures and watch the things that happen with information. Watch the information, and it's gonna be drama. It's gonna be drama. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be these the government or these small caps gonna come after us in the nation. You're gonna really see that. A lot of people gonna be rejoicing because they gonna be like, yeah, they finally got the nation. Yeah, they finally did that. Like, it's gonna look like we've been defeated. I'm talking about the Nation of Islam by United States government and company. They got to come and do their thing. It's already written. We already know what's gonna happen. But watch what opens up. Watch what informations and what technologies or whatever opens up after February 26th, meaning a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. Watch. It's going to be a flood of information. It's going to be revolutionary technologies that's going to wind up causing revolution, because the American people is going to come to realize, or come to the knowledge or realization of all of this free energy and free technology that been hidden from us. And so many of our loved ones had to die and be sick and be impoverished and stress their life away over bills and over utility bills and this and that. And all the while they had this free technology, this knowledge of certain, fuels and energies or whatever that they've been keeping from us, that Master Father Muhammad sent down to them. the propulsion system, the energy systems that's on these so-called UFOs. They built by Master Fard Muhammad, not by aliens, by him. So they had all of the knowledge of free energy. Tesla had it. So all the way back to Tesla. Now you see my man Elon jack Tesla's whole name. So once we start seeing these technologies revealed, you're gonna see revolt and revolution and unrest in America, starting with white people, the white Gentile masses. I'm talking about Trump followers. Trump followers is gonna revolt. Ninjas ain't gonna do nothing. But watch what the majority of American citizens, white Trump followers, watch what they do. Yeah. So, man, on that note, man, I'm gonna tap off of here at the 2 hour mark. Been on here for 2 hours. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all know it. And even if you don't, approve it by God permission. Always praying for y'all and praying with y'all and struggling and fighting for y'all. Not just me, because I know y'all doing that for me. Y'all wish good, y'all wish health and blessings and, success and protection on me and my family. So I do the same, but I try to verbalize it because there's power in verbalizing. It's a power in using the vocal cords that God gave you, because that's a form of nuclear reaction on, sound piercing matter and manipulating matter from a righteous motivation, a righteous intent. When you verbalize blessings from a righteous intent, then it happens. It's not no abracadabra magic. It's the law. It's the law, the divine law of creation. Not just because it sounds good, because it is good, because it's true. I know my blessings come from blessing you. So you're not going to rob me. That's how I get blessed, by blessing. That's how you get blessed, by blessing. If I want to know if I want to know some new next level revelation or understanding from God, I got to go try to give somebody some next level revelation from God that didn't have it before. That's how I get mine, by giving you yours. That's how it works. Niggas do the opposite. Niggas is gonna say, man, I got the plug, man. I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, but don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. No, that's satanic. The Ashkenazis don't even do that. Devils don't even practice that. Devils gonna make sure they own people get it. Devils is gonna be like, here, you know what I'm saying? Go tell such and such Brother Greenberg and Brother Spielberg and Goldstein and Feinstein, and you know what I'm saying? Spread this out quick, immediately. Send this memo out quick. Any nigga come to you, send them to, if you can't do it, send them to me. Send it like, we be like, nah, don't tell nobody. No, you got to spread these blessings, especially if they God, if it's God information, divine revelation, divine understanding, just divine high frequency communication, or, inspiring words that we need to hear when we stressing and struggling and we down or we depressed. We going through anxiety and grieving or something like, nah, hell nah. We got to spread this. Share it free. No money. No, it's not. We don't charge none. The only thing you got to pay is attention. That's all you got to pay over here is attention. That's how we get blessed, by blessing others. So hopefully what I say and what I represent or what I've been trying to do with my life and my gift or whatever is a blessing to you. And if it ain't, I'm gonna work harder until it is. So on that note, man, I love y'all. In the name of Allah, in the name of Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and in the name of Messiah Farrakhan, I love y'all. Peace and blessing until tomorrow, God willing. KAM-PAIN Live, we out.